There's a lot of negative buzz around the newest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Magic the Gathering set, but how will that translate to the set's actual value once it's released? We're going to go over all the reasons I think it's going to be a poor showing, and how Spider Man is going to end up being a better set than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Spider Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are both Universes Beyond products, both set in New York, and both set in a non traditional Magic the Gathering setting. It's only fair that we put the two up against each other today. If you want to hear more about Magic or what I think about Magic, don't forget to get subscribed and see what's coming out next. To start to analyze what kind of value Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to have, I looked into what the collector's market was like for its actual collectibles, the comics and action figures. The heroes themselves are from different ages of comics. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first appeared in 1984, while Spider Man was already 22 years old at that point, having arrived to readers in 1962. Plenty of time for Spidey to grow his fan base. There is a difference of scale here that is hugely in Spider Man's favor. The most expensive Spider Man comic collectible to sell went for $3.6 million for a first appearance of Spider Man in Amazing Fantasy number 15. Its counterpart, the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles appearance, sold for less than 10% of that value, at $245,000. I still wish I just had $245,000 laying around to spend on things. When it comes to action figures, one of the coolest and most expensive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures is Undercover Wrath, a double disguise for a turtle. This figure can go for $3,500. Spider Man isn't so far ahead here when it comes to action figures. Most expensive Spider Man figure is actually an exclusive Lego from San Diego Comic Con worth around $5,800. And it's scarcity and not age or availability driving this price since it is so limited. Likewise, the next one on the Spidey list is another San Diego Comic Con exclusive Funko Pop worth $4,500. There are some Spider Man action figures listed for over $11,000 on eBay, but they don't seem to be selling, so the market may be too thin to compare against. Most of the action figures for both series, once you get away from the top few, only sell for a few $100s, not a huge difference there. But it's about time I got to the point of what this pricing of their own properties means in regards to their Magic the Gathering sets. We are trying to gauge what the price is going to be for black and white Turtles cards with the gold signature from creator Kevin Eastman on them, when they're stacked up against the full art version of the Soul Stone from the Spider Man set. The reality is, I don't think the turtle cards are going to even compare to the Infinity Gauntlet version of the Soul Stone, let alone the Cosmic Foil version. Since Wizards has changed to the single headliner for cards in 2025, where we saw high values for indie universe cards, such as the serialized Edgar Markov, a valiant attempt from the serialized Mox Jasper, my favorite in Sothera the Super Void from Edge of Eternities, and they all command really good value for a single recent release MTG card. Edgar is trying to reach out and touch $3,000, while the rest are creeping beyond $1,000 each. But this is indie universe. It's not drawing a lot of outside interest or investment like the Universes Beyond sets are. One outside card is the Aether Spark, which is actually doing quite well for its serialized version. Final Fantasy is leading the way for headliner cards, with the Golden Chocobo absolutely crushing modern pricing for Magic cards, like nothing we'd seen before a card released in standard legal set was immediately worth over $50,000. Time went on, the frenzy drove the set sales up over $70,000 for these serialized Chocobos. There's also still 33 of them potentially out there to find, helping maintain the Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box price around $1,000. That's what we want to see. What card in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can rival the Golden Chocobo to hold up the price of a collector box as time goes on? The downsides of Turtle Chase cards is that there are in fact four of them, and it's almost a guarantee that one of them is going to be far and away more popular. It's Michelangelo, actually. We already know that. So you can blow all your luck just to get a Donatello and be saddled with a low price headliner? Is that what we really want from this set? Spider Man's headliner is the Soul Stone. Not Spider Man specific, but that's what we got. The Soul Stone draws in more of an audience outside of the already large Spider Man following, as well as the implication that there will be more Infinity Stones in the upcoming Marvel Heroes set. This card had many high priced sales after the release of Spider Man. Probably the highest was the sale of a PSA 10 Cosmic Foil Soul Stone for $49,000. Since then, several have sold on eBay for offers, not their listed price of $44,500. I bet this card probably ends up being half the cost of a Golden Chocobo until we see a frenzy around future Soul Stones released as people try to pay their way to having all of them. The possibility of pulling the Soul Stone, though, hasn't quite caught on to the rest of the Spider Man's box price, which is currently $330 a box. It lags behind Final Fantasy by a wide margin and other possible pulls from its set. Final Fantasy also had almost twice the amount of cards, and many of them valuable surge foils or reprints from the Through the Ages bonus sheet. Eventually, though, the Soul Stone is going to drag Spider Man prices even higher. I know I missed a chance when Micro Center was selling boxes for $280 each to get at the lowest price point probably ever again for a Universes Beyond collector box. Which cards in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to support the box price to replace having a heavy chase like the Soul Stone or a Golden Chocobo? The alt arts are better. No direct screenshots like we had in Final Fantasy and Avatar, but I don't think the value is going to be there. No card in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to command that 5-digit number, but I do think there are going to be a lot of constructed playable cards. This set also isn't going to be handicapped by being a Through the Omen Path set on MTG Arena, so players will know what the cards are called in paper as well. Oddly, I think the collector box price on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is already at its bottom. We're going to see a dip after wide release, but getting much under 400 bucks seems extreme. There's stores from time to time running sales at 380 online if you can snag one there. Somehow, without a 5-digit card to prop it up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not going to plummet like Spider Man did because the card should actually be playable. And that's all I got to babble about for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before it comes out. Thanks for watching. Take care.